Good morning, dear students. In class 12th, we are reading chapter 3, Deep Water. So, yesterday we finished over there, and let me conclude this one, what we read yesterday. So, yesterday we got to know that he means William Douglas, hired an instructor to overcome his fear of water, and 5 days a week an hour each day, day by day, he practiced from 1 October, and first 3 months he spent only just to be confident to walk bare feet in the pool. Okay, so then with some weeks he was just confident and just to get to know that how can he command his legs and how can he inhale and exhale with the help of instructor. So now we start from here. Thus, piece by piece, in pieces, he built a swimmer. He here referred to the instructor. He built a swimmer, and then it means now Douglas has become a good swimmer. And when he had perfected each piece, when the instructor assessed him on every part of swimming, then he said that he had perfected each piece. Means Douglas has commanded or learnt every type of swimming. He had put them together into an integrated whole. It means the instructor has put all the pieces together to make him a good swimmer. In April, you know, when did he start? In October month, and by April he was completed. Means his swimming was over. He said, "Now you can swim." The instructor said, "Now you can swim. Dive off and swim the length of the pool, crawl, stroke." This is the type of swimming. Now you can swim. It means Douglas has completed the course of learning swimming. I did. The instructor was finished. The instructor was finished means it does not mean that he was there. No, it means the task of instructor was over to make him a good swimmer. So I did. It means the instructor was finished. Here the course of instructor was finished. Now it was the turn of Douglas to make it prove that he has learned swimming accurately. So, but I was not finished. Who was not finished? Douglas was not finished because it was his turn to check it out whether he has become a good swimmer or not. I still wondered if I could be terror-stricken when I was alone in the pool. So he had to check whether he had some fear of hydrophobia in his body or mind or not whenever he become alone at any pool. I tried it. I swam the length up and down. Tiny vestiges of old terror would return. Whenever he went to any pool, he swam tiny vestiges, small pieces, some percentile of old terror would return to him. But now I could frown and say to that terror. Now he talks to terror. Here, William Douglas has personified hydrophobia, saying, "Trying to scare me? Ah, well." He talks to the terror and he frown, means in his attitude he speaks something. "Well, here to you, look." And off I would go for another length of the pool. By challenging to the fear, he goes to the next length of the pool. This went until July. See, he was means the task of instructor was finished in the month of April. So till July he practiced, but I was still not satisfied. But Douglas could not find himself satisfied. I was not sure that all the terror had left. Still, he had some kind of doubt that he has not overcome his fear of water completely. So I went to lake, went to earth. in hemisphere. Another lake dived off a dock at Triggs Island and swam 2 miles across the lake to Stampeck Island. I swam the crawl, breaststroke, side stroke, and backstroke. He went to New Hemisphere and there he tried different type of swimming. Only once did the terror return. Once the terror came back to him when I was in the middle of the lake. When he was swimming that New Hemisphere Wentworth Lake, suddenly when he was in between, suddenly he felt that the terror has come back. Means again he felt that his legs are being grabbed or his body was seized by the old terror. When I was in the middle of the lake, I put my face under and saw nothing but bottomless water. He put his face under the water. He could see nothing, only the bottomless water or yellowish water. The old sensation returned in miniature. He felt that some percentile of or tiny vestige of fear had come back. I laughed and said, William Douglas laughed and said to the terror, Well, Mr. Terror, Mr. Hydrophobia, what do you think you can do to me? He asked him, What can you do to me? It fled, and I swam on. And suddenly the old terror went away and he crossed the lake. Yet I had residual doubts. Still, he had a little bit doubt. At my first opportunity, I hurried west. Firstly, he went to west, went up the Titan to the Conard Meadows, up the Conard Creek Trail to Mid Glacier, and camped in high meadows by the side of Warm Lake. These are the locations, dear students: Titan, Conard Creek, Mid Glacier, Warm Lake. These are the locations. He went to different locations and even he camped in a high meadow. The next morning, I stripped dive into the lake and swam across to the other shore and back. Next day, he crossed that particular lake, just as Doug Corporan used to do. See, this Doug Corporan was a famous swimmer of that time. Means you can say Doug Corporan was known for his great swimming to cross the lakes. I shouted with joy, and Gilbert Peak returned the echo. This is the location where his shouting echoed. I had conquered my fear of water. So here we come to know that by checking himself in different parts of water bodies, he concluded that he has covered or he has overcome his fear of water. The experience had a deep meaning for me, as only those who have known stark terror and conquered it can appreciate. So, lastly, this particular fear has a very deep meaning because we know it very well that by which kind of circumstances he has covered his fear of water. Having the hobbies of like swimming, boating, and canoeing, it was it determination or willpower or interest, you can say, that made him a good swimmer. There is terror only in the fear of death. Okay, in death there is peace. Everybody knows that death gives us peace, silence, stillness. There is terror only in the fear of death. So here, William Douglas, in his autobiographical sketch, points out the psychological or philosophical aspect of his learning. Like he says, death gives us peace. Okay, there is terror only in the fear of death. Everybody has the fear of death, but death gives us what? Peace. So, as Roosevelt knew when he said, now he quotes the saying of Roosevelt, President of USA, all we have to fear is fear itself. Dear students, this is the best line of the last part of this chapter. All we have to fear itself, and this line has been explained in these two sentences only. Everybody knows that we have fear of death, but what death gives us? Death gives us peace, stillness, freedom, freedom from all kind of problem and sorrow. Okay, and the hectic schedule of our life. Here, all we have to fear is fear itself. Okay, so whatever we have, what kind of fear we have, it is the fear only, not the thing. Like in previous video of deep water, I quoted one example. If somebody is bitten by a black snake, the person dies not because of venom or poison, you can say, but because of fear of black snake. So this is the thing that has been given in this line. Because I had experienced both the sensation of dying and the terror that fear of it can produce. Because Douglas himself has experienced what the situation of dying, when third time he was getting down to the bottom and he surrenders himself. That was the, he was about to die. So this is the dying sensation and the terror that fear of it can produce. The will to live somehow grew in intensity. So here it shows that it was a terror, it was a fear that make us fearful, not the thing by which we get the fear. Then at last I felt released. So lastly, William Dex felt very relaxed, free to walk the trails and climb the peaks and to brush aside fear. So lastly he became a good swimmer. He went to different kind of pools and he can brush up, wipe out all kind of fear whatever he had in his mind. Okay, so now come to the questions. uh, Dear students, I will post the question in a PDF form, all the answers. Okay, with extra question like justification of the title, character sketch of William Douglas, and this is the one question, more very important question: how did Douglas overcome his fear of water? Here, not only in this question, there are so many questions related to this question in which you need to explain the process of becoming a good swimmer. Process. Okay, what kind of strategy he used from October 1st to April and then till July likewise. So this is the process you need to learn, and there will be many questions regarding this. And this one is the quotation given by Roosevelt, the president of USA: all we have to fear is fear itself. This is the most important quotation given in this chapter. So learn it out and I'll post answers to you. Thank you. Have a good day.